Hello and welcome to the hy-fcell in Stuttgart, here at the H2 International Studio for our video interviews with all the interesting people you meet here from the hydrogen world. I have the pleasure and the honor to welcome David Colomar, CEO of Eifhytec. It's a bit hard to pronounce.
Nice to be here. Thank you for welcoming me.
And I can congratulate you for the winning of the hy-fcell award. So,
thank you very much. Yeah, that's a big pleasure for us to be awarded, and a big honor also. Yeah.
And you kind of did not reinvent the wheel, but you kind of reinvented the compressor. So
exactly.
Could you tell me what you did to make it different?
Yes, exactly. So actually today we have mostly mechanical compressors, so system working with pistons to compress the gas. And unfortunately, this induces a lot of trouble due to the moving parts, so leakage, maintenance costs, etc., etc. So we have developed a break new technology which uses non-mechanical effects based on thermochemistry. So we use metal hydrides, so these are metal alloys that absorb hydrogen. We heat the material and we release hydrogen at high pressure. So that makes a compressor, but there is no moving part, so no maintenance, no noise, no vibration, no problems, etc.
Okay, so when I first heard that, I thought, well, I know that principle. That's a metal hydride storage. So what did you do to turn that into a compressor?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Actually, metal hydride have been known for a very long time for storage purpose. And we have discovered that there is another way to use them. That's the compression. And we do that by playing with the temperature. So when you use only low temperature systems, then you can in fact absorb and desorb the hydrogen just like in a storage system. So we can put hydrogen in, get hydrogen out. But when you release the hydrogen, if you bring some heat at a higher temperature, then you can increase the pressure. So you absorb at low temperature, low pressure, you heat up, you release at high pressure, that makes a compressor.
Okay, so like I've seen on your website, you have got a big range of pressures. So it goes up to several hundred bar. So what temperature would you need?
So we need temperatures up to 150 degrees. For example, it can be from an incineration plant, or it can be from a high temperature electrolyzer, or from various heat sources from the industry. But we can also use lower heat sources, for example, from an alkaline electrolyzer. In this case, we have lower temperature, we reach lower compression ratios, but we can combine different compression steps together to reach high pressure at the end.
And do you do that all in one step, or do you need like different, like you do with the compressors that go one behind the other?
Yeah, exactly. We can do both. We can have a one-stage compressor, or we can have a multi-stage compressor, just like in mechanical systems.
But you would be able to reduce the number of compressors as well. So
yeah, we can can improve and let's say optimize the footprints because our systems are very modular. So we can, for example, bring them together just like stacks. So you can, in a container, for example, have a lot of reservoir, compression reservoir stacked together, and this enable, in fact, to strongly optimize the footprints.
Okay, that sounds very practical. You also mentioned you produce the parts in Europe. So
yes.
What parts do you need, and where do you get them?
So this is a very important point for us because we believe that hydrogen transition must come with a reindustrialization of Europe. I mean, we cannot have the same story as in the solar industry or like in the battery industry, where actually we start developing nice products and then at the end all the production goes away to Asia, for example. This we don't want to see in hydrogen. So what we do, what we focus on is really developing a technology where everything we need can be sourced in Europe. That starts with the core materials of the metal hydride. We use only metals that can be sourced in Europe.
Which would that be? Can you tell that?
This is a little bit our secret, unfortunately. But what I can say is that we have no rare earth nor any precious metals in our technology. And this is a big improvement and a very important step that we achieved at Eifhytec. And then all the components around like valves, tanks, system integration, electricity, thermal integration, etc. All the components, or almost all the components today, come from Europe. So more than 90% of the value created in the technology is made in Europe. Germany, France, Switzerland, Denmark, etc. And that's a very important thing we work on, and something we are very proud of.
Okay. And one more question, thinking the technology a bit further. If you have a technology that's based on something that is used for storage, would it be possible to kind of combine the compression and the storage thing, that you use it as a storage as well?
That's a very interesting question and a very tempting possibility. Yes, technically this is possible. However, this is not our strategy, because developing a storage and developing a compressor are two radically different things. And for us, it is very important to be a pure player of compression. We have been working for 10 years optimizing our system for compression purpose. And by doing this, we made choices that are not the same that a storage developer would do. So we at Eifhytec, we will focus on compression. There are other players in Europe that are very well positioned on storage, and that's nice like that. We are people that make storage and people who make compressors. We are the compressor guys.
Okay. Okay. And I was speaking or asking about production already. So have you already any plans for the next steps for like production, upscaling and all that kind of things?
Yes, we do. We want to build a factory, a larger factory as we have. We already have some production capacities, but they are at the moment quite small. So the next step is to build a bigger for sale production factory in Alsace, in the northeast of France. And then the second step is to extend in other European countries. So we are shareholders from Germany, France and Spain. So our two next steps obviously are Germany and Spain. And then of course we will plan to go abroad, but that's, let's say, the midterm future.
Okay. So how far are you in that process?
Oh, we are quite far actually.
Okay.
We have CE-certified products in 3 families of products. So we have already a wide range of applications that more or less cover all the needs of the industry, from very small needs in laboratory and small-scale demonstrators up to large filling centers and injection into pipelines. So we have a wide family of products. Now the next step is to increase the sales and to increase the commercial traction, and that's what we are working at.
Okay, so when we're meeting again at the next hy-fcell, I would be able to buy it?
You would be able to buy it today. We have one exposed on our booth, so please visit us. And if you want to buy a compressor, we'll be more than happy to sell it to you.
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have a look at this. I'm really curious about it. And thank you so much. And I wish you a lot of luck with the upscaling, and looking forward to see this interesting technology develop.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.